Where do you have the lowest unemployment rate? It is proportional to that percentage of the population that is educated. Where do you have the lowest divorce rate? Educated population. Where do you have the lowest rate per capita of incarceration? An educated population. Educational questions are social questions at the same time.
If you're in the top quintile economically, when you're in high school, you have about a 88% chance of graduating from college. If you're in the bottom quintile, the chances of graduating are about 10%.
We're doing very well in many areas. However, if you look at Texas as a state, we are below average in terms of percentage of population that has college degree.
I think we developed a bit of an elitist idea that everybody should go to a four-year university. And we were neglecting what we once called vocational education, now called career and technical education at the high school level, making it very difficult for students to get a coherent sequence of vocational courses and come out of high school with an industry certified credential and or a license. Fortunately, with HB 5, we began to reverse that process. But I still think it's a bit of a mistake to presume that success in the future and success in life is measured by everybody going to a four-year university.
If you deliver education through conventional means, you put 100 students in a classroom and you have a professor stand up and lecture to these 100 students, about 50% of those students are going to have a basic understanding of the material. If you turn that around and you actually do one-on-one tutoring, 98 of the 100 students are going to understand the material. So I would love for Senator Seliger to stand up and say, okay, come January 2015, or maybe pre-filed in November of 2014, a bill that increases formula funding for our 38 public universities so much, Senator, that they'll have enough funding to go and hire 1-to-1 ratio of their faculty to students. And you know what? That'll do a tremendous job of addressing persistence and graduation.
But they'll still tell us they don't have enough.
Well, we're not going to go there. We're not going to go there. But the point is, we know we don't have the capacity to do that, right? As a society, we can't put all of those resources into that. But we can try to find innovations somewhere in between. And that, to me, is where technology comes in.
What should the college education cost?
I mean, there's a lot of variables inherent in that in terms of...
The question is simple.
Sure.
If the question is tuition is too high, what should it cost?
Sure.
And now I'll go ahead and take care of this for you.
Yeah.
We have a price point for almost everyone. We put about, I think it was $121 million more into Texas grants to try and mitigate the cost of tuition. But between the community colleges and the vast array of the 38 academic institutions in the state of Texas, we've got a lot of different price points. I'm one of those people, I think that our job is more to apply pressure than to set the price in the legislature on higher education.